I think that that's a very interesting question, and I think that when I go through a budget process on council, I will obviously learn all of the ins and outs of that process. You know, that's not necessarily, knowing how to do a budget is not a qualification to be a city council person. Do you know what it is? Listening to folks, representing their interests, and doing what they would like to see our city do, okay? If you're elected to office, you're taught how to deal with budgets, or you learn how to deal with budgets because you go through those processes. And the thing that people want, they want our city to return in services what they're paying in taxes. They want a responsive and responsible city government. They want safe crosswalks. They want their roads repaired. They want responsible spending, okay? And so when you're talking about city budgets, you have to talk about all of those various priorities. And I think that we need to actually get our priorities right and turn them back to providing services and infrastructure that residents want.
Thank you, sir. Same question to you, Mr. Smith. Are you familiar with the method City Council used this year to determine the city budget? If so, could that method be improved? In what ways? If you are not familiar with the method, how would you become informed and educated in order to be effective in that process if you're reelected?
I would argue that I'm pretty familiar with the process, but every process can always be improved. I would like to see a greater emphasis on more participatory budgeting to allow residents and voters to have a greater say in how we set some of these priorities. I think one of the things that's really, really critically important as you go into the budget process is understanding the ins and outs of how government works. And it's a great politics line to say, well, we can, you know, not increase staff or we can cut consultants. But at the end of the day, when we set a lot of priorities that are set by the community, somebody's got to do the work. And to simply say that we need to do more with less all the time, it's not reality. And you know, it reflects not a very good understanding of just how lean our organization runs right now. So, you know, as we look at the budget process, there are a lot of ways that we can bring more participation into the process, have it be a more open and more transparent process than it is now. And I think that I'm committed to continue to work towards that.